Hey, my name's Stewart. This is my first time doing this. Actually, I'm a little bit nervous. Not as bad as I was earlier today. I was so nervous, you know, started to get the upset tummy kind of situation where you stop trusting your farts, you know, just in case you get followed for afterwards. So you actually go to the toilet just to fart. And what's more awkward is actually when it is just a fart, you're pretty happy, you sort of kick down the door, you come out, you high-five everyone, no one's quite sure why. So. Tell you a bit about myself. I've actually been trying to change my life a bit recently. Been trying to change my life a bit recently. I started working out. I tried jogging. Yeah, can you tell? I used to be round. I'm oval. Started jogging. The first time wasn't so good. I got 5 minutes of good jogging, a lot of jiggling. 5 minutes of jogging, 20 minutes catching my breath, 20 minutes of crying. Then my wife came out and told me to come back inside from the backyard. Actually, my wife, the other reason I've been trying to change is my wife. I love it a bit, but she said, "Dylan, you're not romantic enough. When we first met, you're so romantic. Lots of flowers, lots of nice cards with poems you wrote." I didn't write them, I downloaded them, but she said, "I want the cards again." So I said, okay, I went and bought some Hallmark cards. "Dear Jen," printed message, "Love Dylan." It wasn't good enough, so she went out and bought me blank cards. I had to write my own message. So, didn't go well. First one, "Dear Jen, you're like snot. I'll always pick you first." "Dearest Jen, you're like, making love to you is like a hot pillow in a summer's night. Even though one side's all hot and sweaty, flip it over because the other side's cooler." I did write a really nice card the other day because we had a bit of a tiff. She rang me on my way home from work. Said, "Can you pick up some bread?" And I said, "Yeah, well, it's fine. What sort of bread?" She goes, "Wheat meal." I said, "Brown bread, no problem." She goes, "No, wheat meal." I said, "Yeah, brown bread, no problem." So she wasn't happy to start with. Then I said, "Well, what kind of bread? Sandwich or toast?" She said, "You fucking idiot. I'm making toasted sandwiches. Do the maths." Actually, speaking of marriage, I celebrated a great anniversary recently, a 50th wedding anniversary, a family member of mine. It was beautiful, but I pulled the family member aside, the one-time groom, and said, "Look, I'm just married myself. You've done 50 years. What was the secret?" He said, "Listen, son, there's 3 things you need to do. 1, weigh up the consequences. 2, do the maths. And 3, follow through." I said, "Maths? What do you mean?" He said, "Well, we've been married 50 years. If I killed the bitch 45 years ago, I would have been out of prison and a politician by now." I'm actually thinking of moving. I want to move overseas, anywhere but New Zealand or Australia. This comes down mostly to the fact that New Zealanders, and partly Australians, can't just end a phone call. You know, you see it on TV all the time where they just go click, phone call's ended, no problem. I find in New Zealand it takes 7 minutes to end a phone call. It drives me crazy. No, it's true. There's about 6 steps you have to go through, right? First, you have to signal that the phone call is going to end shortly. So that way the other person knows to start wrapping it up. Then you usually tell a little joke. Then the thing you actually, you know, why you rang them in the first place that you forgot, right? Then another joke maybe, talk for another 3 minutes, and then repeat the process again to end the phone call. So it's kind of like, yeah, good. Listen, I gotta go. Look, these dishes aren't gonna wash themselves, so you know, I better get into it. Yep, yeah, good, no. Oh, I forgot to tell you, your mother died. No? Yep, dead. No, yeah, coronary. Yep, look, I gotta go again. Look, really, there's dishes. Okay, I'll see you next Saturday. No, for the funeral. Alright, good. Okay. Yep, okay, bye. So I'm over that. Tell you else a bit about myself. I started some new hobbies recently. I got 3 kids, so I don't have much time for, you know, social life anymore. So I thought hobbies: extreme masturbation. You laugh, but really, I'll give you a tip. Instead of a little hand lotion, hot sauce. If you can get through that without crying, you're golden. tell you another one. Actually, this one didn't work out very well for me, but for you. This guy's, I think he knows what I'm talking about. If you have a tall shelf in your house, like a bookshelf or a big cabinet, remove sort of thing, climb up to the top of it and go to Putt Town. Do you know what I mean? When you're about to blow your wad, just roll off. Guaranteed satisfaction. Who's going to try? You all snigger and laugh, but you know you can't wait. Alright guys, hey look, I really appreciate your time. I was hoping for a big laugh at the end, but hey, whatever. That'll do. Hey guys, really appreciate your time. Thank you very much. You have a good night.